The wind howled through the skeletal branches of the leafless trees, their long shadows painting ominous patterns on the frost-bitten ground. Lila Marchioness tightened her scarf against the biting cold that seemed to claw at her cheeks with icy fingers as she stepped cautiously along the twisting path through the woods. Her every footstep cracked the brittle leaves underfoot, echoing in the stillness that only a winter night could conjure. Despite the chill, a bead of sweat trickled down the back of her neck, driven by the unsettling unease pressing just beneath her skin. The crumbling stone manor loomed at the crest of the hill like a sentinel from a forgotten era. Its spires clawed at the moonlit sky, the windows dark and vacant, save for the occasional flicker betraying the presence of something, someone within. They had warned her not to return, to let the past rest buried with the years gone by. But the letter she found slipped under her apartment door, penned in a hand both familiar and unsettlingly twisted, spoke of unfinished business and truths needing unraveling. She paused at the wrought iron gate, its rusted bars a silent reminder of the decay seeping through the estate. Her breath visible against the frigid air, Lila pushed it open, the gate's moan a lament to the years left untended. The cobblestone path to the front entrance seemed endless, stretching between the garden's dead hedges, like a path leading to another realm. When she'd last left the manor, it had been as much under a shroud of sorrow as the veil of midnight. Her brother Samuel was presumed dead, lost to the madness he claimed lurked within their ancestral home. There had been no body, only whispers of his obsession with the tales of the eldritch mirror, rumored to consume the minds of those who dared to gaze too long. Tonight, she hoped to lay these ghosts to rest, both his and the ones haunting her haunted mind. The door groaned in protest as she pushed it open, the sound swallowed by the mansion's cavernous interior. Inside, the air was stale, laden with the musk of time and neglect, yet still holding a faint trace of her childhood. Lavender and cedarwood, her footfalls were muffled by the layers of dust, painting each breath with the taste of memories. The grand chandeliers hung like skeletal remains, and the portraits on the wall seemed to watch her with eyes that glimmered with secrets. Lila climbed the staircase, each step more hesitant than the last, as she approached the study where Samuel spent countless hours poring over cryptic texts. Here, the air felt different, charged with a tension that prickled her skin and made the hair on her arms stand on end. A mirror, mottled with age and etched with curving patterns that defied logic, dominated the room's far wall. Dread pooled in her stomach as she approached. It was the same mirror Samuel had become obsessed with. The one he'd claimed showed him the path to a forgotten world. She hesitated, her fingers trembling as they traced the frame's ornate carvings. Perhaps it was the flicker of candlelight or the dance of shadows, but as she peered into its depths, she saw not her own reflection, but twisted vistas of landscapes both majestic and terrible beyond comprehension. The visions warped and shifted, revealing cities of spiraling spires, endless seas of tar-black waters, and skies swirling with unnatural hues. Among them stood figures, their forms indiscernible and ever-changing, their eyes windows to madness. Lila staggered back, clutching the edge of the desk for support, her heart pounding as whispers began to seep from the glass. "Why have you returned?" The voice was Samuel's, yet distorted, laden with echoes of other voices. She clenched her fist, her resolve battling with fear. "To find the truth, to free you, if you are truly trapped." Her words resonated through the room, charged with desperation. The mirror rippled, and a shadowy hand reached from its surface, touching upon the air like a portal to another dimension. You cannot free what has embraced eternity. We are bound here, all of us, guardians of realms unseen. As the shadows writhed and beckoned, she felt a pull, an insidious lure to step forward, to submit herself to the mirror's embrace. Lila faltered, memories flooding back, the laughter shared with Samuel, the dreams of a boundless future. Desperation morphed into resolve. She refused to become another lost soul. Breaking away from the mirror's grasp, Lila knocked over a candle, the flame catching on old papers, igniting swiftly. Panic seized her as she realized what she had done, yet the fire's light seemed to ward off the tendrils that sought to ensnare her mind. The manor was alive with shadows, shaking under the fire's wrath as Lila raced down the stairs and toward the freedom its threshold promised. Behind her, framed by the engulfing flames, the mirror reflected not just the inferno, but a path beyond, one she would never see. Gasping for breath, Lila stumbled into the night, the manor collapsing in a crescendo of destruction behind her. She dared not look back, even as echoes of laughter and whispers trailed her into the safety of dawn. At the edge of the woods, she paused, her heart heavy yet unburdened by the weight of the unknown. Samuel might be lost, his fate forever entwined with the mysteries of the mirror, but she had found her peace. As the light of morning sliced through the shadows, the last embers of the manor's ghostly silhouette flickered and died. And for the first time in years, Lila breathed deeply, the chill of winter dissipating with the promise of a new beginning gleaming on the horizon.